So, hello everyone. The topic of this video is the situation when a girl leaves for someone else, or when a competitor appears. What should you do? Yes, I know now people will go to the comments and say you shouldn't do anything, just tell her to get lost. That's clear. But still, let's talk about the situation when a man wants to achieve a certain result, or at least wants to exit the situation gracefully. In other words, to make the girl regret it a little bit. Where do I want to start? From the very basics. Why did this happen? Is the reason this guy Vasya? No. Female infidelity is always emotional. In other words, she already feels certain emotions towards him. So let's build a logical chain here. The girl was not in a clearly weak position in the relationship. As a result, she was able to look at other men. This can happen to any woman. Let's make that clear as well. So it's pretty primitive to just react by saying, oh, she's just a bitch, a slut, and leave it at that. Any woman is capable of doing something like this. You see, yes, from an ethical and moral standpoint, what she did is really awful, and you could basically call it betrayal. No argument there. But what's the point of being offended by her, friends? There's a simple logic here, just like in other things. Let me give you a crude analogy. If you go to the gym and you don't eat a certain number of calories, you won't gain weight. Got it? Got it. Who are you going to be mad at? At the fact that you didn't eat enough? It's the same thing here, friends. Sometimes during consultations you hear people say things like, we had this out-of-this-world relationship, this mutual absolute trust. We promised each other that we'd never betray or deceive one another, and she told me she'd never leave me. Is the woman to blame? Or is it that he was naive and for some reason just took her at her word? Friends, we don't take a woman's words at face value. Not because she's lying to us, but because she's telling the truth. So often there's a situation where someone says to me, Maxim, 2 months ago she said she wanted to have a child with me and now she's leaving. What's going on? Does that mean she was lying? She wasn't necessarily lying. She was saying what she felt at that particular moment. But who said that in a month? This yib won't change. We're coming back to the topic. She definitely didn't take a strong position. She was still searching, still trying to figure things out for herself. She's looking for a man who will give her a certain kind of excitement, someone she will want to win over, someone she will want to impress, someone who will make her feel truly alive and engaged. If that's not there, well, it's boring for her, and she starts to doubt whether she even chose the right person, whether she made the right decision in the first place. And as a result, she might develop feelings for other men, she might start to notice other men around her, and she might even begin to wonder if she would be happier with someone else. Someone who brings that spark and excitement back into her life. So we end up with a situation where